Hi folks, in this video clip I'll be going into detail on my video clip Flat Earth in Plain Sight. This is a simple version because some super intelligent people were struggling to keep up. So hopefully this will clarify some things. So we agree then that the Earth is a planet. The word planet, P-L-N-A-T-E, means flattened or plane that has a two-dimensional surface. And the meaning of planet comes from Latin planetus, to make straight or flat or smooth. So we all agree then that the Earth is a flat planet. Now in my original clip I was hoping that some people would have insight and see and get the sense that sight is a flat area and you set your sights over a flat area, and that a plane is a flat surface or a plane is a flat expanse of land, and that an airplane flies over the flat plane. That's why it's called a plane. And so logically then that these things and these words are not just coincidences, that we are being played like fools by the people who rule the system. So let's go to that video footage and analyze it. We can use a golf ball and a beach ball for clever people. So if you're a rocket scientist or you're a physicist, don't panic, brew. We've simplified it so that you can keep up. So in my initial video I pointed out that if the sun is on the horizon and the camera is swaying and tilting and panning, the sun cannot move and keep its same position on the horizon. So if I've got a camera, right, I cut the sun out and I push it back, because it should be 150 million kilometers back because it's on the horizon. Okay, so because of the perspective I have to rise it up. Now if I rotate the camera axis on its x-axis, in other words I tilt the camera backwards and forwards, the sun cannot move with the Earth because it's 150 million kilometers back. The only way it can move as with the Earth as I rock the camera backwards and forwards is if it's in its same position in relation to the land from the camera lens. Now look at the curve of that horizon. What you're seeing is the curve of the lens. Now in my video clip I pointed out that if it's curved, the ground in front would move faster. So what does that mean? Well, if the apex is in the middle of the lens, it must also be the middle from the back to the front, right? The top would be there, and as I rock the camera, the land in the front would move and shift higher and faster because, well, it's a ball and that's what balls do. You take a camera and you rotate it above a ball, it will look like the ball is rolling, rocking backwards and forwards, and the sun being further away cannot maintain its position above the ball unless it is above the ball. That's quite simple then. So many people just couldn't see this, and it's so simple. Now if I rotate the camera on its y-axis, left and right, well, the land in front has to shift left and right faster. Can you see? It's logical. And the sun, because it's further away from the camera lens, can't maintain its same position above the ball. It can only maintain its position if it is above the ball. So the video footage that we see from these high altitude balloons when the camera sways around shows that the sun is above the ball. Now if I rotate the camera around its z-axis, or swing it left and right, tilt it left and right, the arc of the sun would be bigger because it's closer to the lens, and the sun that's further away would make a smaller arc because it's further away, right? And so the image of the land would look totally different. The ball would look like it's rolling. But in the video footage of these high altitude balloon shots, when the camera rotates and rocks, the land maintains its same perspective because it's flat. What you're seeing is the curve of the lens. So let's go into this in more detail and prove it to you. Right, so if I have a camera over a plane, right, and you can see the arc of the ball earth that you think is a ball earth, and the camera rotates, that arc can't stay, the apex of it cannot stay center of the lens as the camera turns around. I mean, it's simply impossible. It's actually silly, right? So what you're seeing is the curve of the lens, and the camera must be over a flat plane. So you see, it's actually quite simple. The only way the camera can rotate and the horizons stay level with the center of the lens is if the plane the camera's on is flat. If there's an arc, the arc can't follow the lens around. Right, so is that clear? Now look at this. There's the moon, right? And as the camera rotates, there's the sun. Both are above the horizon. This is a dead giveaway. If it's a ball earth, how can they both be above the horizon? I mean, come on. Right, so now what I do is I take the video footage, right? I'm going to flatten it out on the horizon, make the horizon flat. Now look at the river, look at the mountains. It's flat, right? So now there's the moon, right, and the arrow's pointing. So as the camera rotates now, there's the sun, both above the horizon. So if what we are taught at school, this is impossible. So just this fact alone proves that the earth is flat. Look at the land, just look at it. So we just need to look and pay attention, and we'll see the earth is flat. Now there's the moon, right? And the same applies to the moon. You see, as the camera sways left and right, if I separate the moon and separate the moon in the front and the moon at the back and do the same what we did with the sun, you will see that the moon is supposed to be 400,000 kilometers away, and it's just impossible. You know, we just have to wake up and look. We've been lied to and we've been misled by really, really bad people, and it is what it is. Okay, so this is for the next bit's for rocket scientists. and guys who are like really very clever. So if I got a camera and I've got a beach ball and I move my camera over the beach ball, the golf ball far away can't move in relation to the beach ball unless the golf ball is above the beach ball. See? Simple. Now look at the video footage again. Look at the hotspot under the sun. Okay, how can the hotspot move with the sun if the light is 150 million kilometers back? Right, so work it out. I've got a flat ball here. If the light underneath the ball is the hotspot and I move the camera around, the light at the back can't throw its light over the curve and can't move in relationship with the curve unless it's flat. It's actually so simple. So look, if you've got a degree and you're battling with this, it's simple. Go get your money back from your education because it's rubbish. Now, right, so if I take a plane, a planet, and I bend it, and I've got a bird in front of the lens and a bird at the back of the lens, this is what you will see. The perspective is maintained from the front to the back. It's just curved left and right. It's not a ball. That's what you're seeing. But the maintenance is still maintained in your z-axis. Your z depth is still maintained. And that's what we're seeing in that video footage. The only way that you can move your camera and everything moves together, if I squash all of this up, the z depth from the front to the back, I squash it up, right, and I put it on a TV screen, and I take my camera and I rotate my camera over that TV screen. Then everything will all move together nicely. You're getting it now? So I hope this helps you out, and if you've got a degree in physics, enjoy the banana brew.
Your uniform is shiny and your cheeks for red is somebody's.